This video was initially part of the Purple Decor series. I left it out because the video was too long for my liking. So a couple of days ago, I decided to go ahead and finish it. Now, I made a mistake and deleted the very beginning of the DIY. But it was just a clear vase that I found at Goodwill. I painted this one just like I did in the initial video. I'll link that video below so that you can watch it and see exactly how it's done. Okay, so this is what we have. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see the specks of glitter. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the purple. First, I'll add a small amount of Mod Podge to this cup. Now I'm going to add some purple glitter to it. Now you can barely see the purple glitter, so I'm going to add a little bit more glitter to my mixture and then do about 4 coats. Okay, so here's what it looks like with the purple glitter. I don't know if you can see it. So now what I want to do is go ahead and seal everything with some more of my clear spray paint. I'm going to do about 4 coats. Once I do that, I'll come back and move on to the next step. So the next thing I want to do is add some crushed glass to this. I have some regular crushed glass, and then I have some purple. In certain times of the year, you can find this at Michael's. But if you can't, I'll see if I can find it somewhere else and link it in the description below. I'm going to use something different to apply my crushed glass. I'm going to use some UV resin. And I purchased this at Amazon.com. I'll link it below as well. And I have a lamp, a UV light, really inexpensive, Amazon as well. Go ahead and plug this up. I have more of my purple glitter and silver glitter. So let me put on a pair of gloves. So with the UV resin, there's no mixing. All you need to do is put it on there and then put the light on. But the light needs to be able to penetrate whatever you're using in order to set the resin. I'm just going to put some down here. Take the top off. Now I'm using this because it sets really fast. You can also use Mod Podge. If you use Mod Podge, apply it really thick and maybe let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and then apply your crushed glass. Okay, so that's more like it. I put too much on this side, but yeah. Alright, and so now it's on there. There's no need to seal it because it's already sealed. I'll finish this section off camera and then come back. Okay guys, so back to the DIY. What I did was added some small purple rhinestones on here. I'm going to put this on here to lay this flat. So what I'm going to do is use some more of my UV resin. I'm going to put a stone probably right here. You just need one little drop. And I'm going to hold my finger there so I'll remember exactly where it is. I'm going to put it right on top of the liquid. And I'm going to take my UV flashlight. Now I'll do the rest off camera and then come back and let you see what it looks like. Okay, so next up I have this apple that I found at Goodwill, and I think it was like $2.09, and I've been having it for a long time, and I want to give it a new life like I did the other apple from a couple of years ago. So I'm going to take my purple spray paint from Rust-Oleum, and I'll link it in the description, and I'm going to spray paint the entire apple purple. I'll do that and then come back. Okay guys, I'm back, and here's my purple apple. My purple apple. Remember, whenever you're creating art, it only needs to make sense to the artist. So, I'm going to add some of my purple crushed glass to my apple. Okay, now to apply my crushed glass to this apple, I'm going to use some Wicked Stick It. You can also use some Mod Podge. Let's start on the bottom. So I'll just go ahead and apply my crushed glass right on top. Pat it down. And then dry it with my heat gun. Okay, so now add some more Wicked Stick It. So really you can just work one side at a time. So this is what we're looking at so far. Okay, so this is what I have so far. And as you can see, I have a few open spaces. I'll come back in once it's dry and fill those in with more crushed glass. So I'm going to help this dry by adding some heat to it. So I'm going to let this sit for a little while, probably about 30 minutes, and then I'll come back in and start adding more crushed glass. Okay guys, I'm back, and I have let this set up overnight, so it's pretty dry. Now when I do this, you can see I have a few loose pieces that might come off, and I just kind of want to encourage them to go ahead and fall off before I seal it. Especially if you see like pieces that are hanging, just go ahead and take it off. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is seal this, of course. And I'm going to seal it my regular way with Mod Podge and water. So I'm going to take a little cup and put a little bit of Mod Podge in here. Now I'm going to put a double amount of water. You want it really runny like that. So now I'm going to take my purple and silver glitter, put it right here, and I'm going to use this big soft brush. So I'm just going to dip this inside and put it all the way around, just like that. So now I'm going to take some of my purple glitter and open it on the sprinkle side and go way high. So now I'll do the same thing with the silver. It's going to be barely open. Just go way up high and sprinkle that on too. Now off camera I went ahead and painted the stem silver, and I'll come back and address this after I let all of this dry. We are going to do the same thing with the apple. I'm going to use the same size stones. Perfect. So for the stem, I'm going to use some silver glitter. And I just put a little inside this container. And I'm going to add some UV resin to it. Use my popsicle stick to mix it up. And now I put it on the stem. And then use my UV flashlight to set it. So I'll go ahead and add some more rhinestones to it off camera, come back and put it on display. And here's my vase on display with the matching apple. And they both look like they're covered in ice crystals, and I love that. And here's all the pieces from my purple series. And as you see, you have different shades of purple and designs to choose from. For all of you who requested purple DIYs, I hope that I was able to create something that you love. I look forward to doing more colors, so comment your color request below. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.